Dursaid. Hi everyone. Victor again here from ALVINI Vape. It's been a long time since I did a live, so decided today let's have a little chat about what's going on, and wanted to show you the Vandy Vape's latest MESH RDA, which I thought is going to be interesting for you to check it out. It was interesting for me as well because I had the version 1. Now is the version 2 out already for a while. I actually have them for about good for few weeks myself. Tried them out, so now I thought, okay, I'm gonna show you as well what's this all about. Okay, cool. So please feel free to comment below if you have any questions during this live show, and I'll try to answer them. Let's see here. Arthur is already saying hi to everyone. Hi. Nice to see you. Let's switch on our banner so we know that's this. We are talking about nicotine-containing products. Legal side has to be there. Okay, so shortly, what's happening right now in the vaping world? Still the same. We are still on lockdown. All the shops are closed, so only the online or phone orders are being accepted, and this is actually going great so far. Sad thing is that I see a lot of our customers have switched back to smoking. I see them in Limerick as well. My regular customers passing by their shop, like, and with cigarettes in their hands. So basically, Irish government with this lockdown and not including the vape stores to be, excluded from, like the pharmacies, like food. I understand that's perfectly fine. We need to eat. We need some medical supplies, but I don't understand why the off license are still allowed to operate, although you can get the alcohol in any Tesco's or Duns, yeah. And then the argument why they shut down vape stores, because you can get cigarettes in any convenience store, etc., is kind of not proportionally. But I think it's because of the lobby. So I think the alcohol industry has more money and bigger lobbying in the governments, not only in Ireland but everywhere. And our vaping industry is quite new, and it's actually scattered. We don't have a united voice, to be honest. Yeah. And I think that's why the vaping industry is being ignored, and all us as a vapors are being ignored. Yeah. So I think we are essential. Our customers think we are essential, but if we just sit and think that we are essential and don't raise our voices, nothing is going to be changing. Okay, so that's a little bit of thought about that. But okay, let's stop chatting here about politics and everything. Like, let's dive down and check out the Vandy Vape MESH version 2. Okay, so little short video, and then I switch the screens. So then here we go. That's the Vandy Vape MESH RDA version 2. Don't be surprised, there's French warning on it. I got this one from France. So let me check. I'll actually remove that banner and remove my name as well, not needed on it. Okay, so we have more space. So basically, that's the Vandy Vape, how it comes in a box with the RDA on front of it. Here we have some barcodes on one side, and here we have a selection of different mesh types which are supplied with it. So we have the Cantal mesh strip with 0.15 ohm. Then we have the dual mesh, which I was really interested in. So this is the dual mesh, and I think we're gonna put on the dual mesh, or actually write down in the comments which one you want me to put on today. I'm kind of tempted to put on the dual mesh or try the stainless steel one on temp control. And then we have also the nichrome Ni80 mesh strip, and yeah, as I mentioned already, the stainless steel 316L mesh strip at 0.12 ohm. So all of them are 0.15 except for the steel one, which is the 0.12. Okay. On the bottom there's another sticker, so nothing much to see. Let's open it up. Okay, this one is the matte black one. So this way you have this matte color. It's not really shiny with a green mouthpiece. That's the RDA itself. Also you get, as I already mentioned, a box of all 4 of the mesh sheets. Yeah, and again here with the description and recommended wattage. What else is in the box? Oh, it's really hard to open. Okay, we have the quality certificate pass, but I don't really believe in that. Then we have a little card where you can see all the colors available. Yeah, that's it, just the card. And then we have bag of spare parts. We have screws, screwdriver, Allen key, the bending tool. So we're gonna be needing this bending tool for a build, and we're gonna be needing this little screwdriver. What else? You have a couple of O-rings in there. You have the 510 drip tip adapter. Yeah, because that's an 810 drip tip. So we have the 510 drip tip adapter, Allen key, squonking pin is also there. Here we go. So for those who you like squonking, this is a squonking pin, and for the squonking pin we need the Allen key, yeah, to change it. I'll be keeping this as a dripper. Not really a fan of squonking, and couple of okay, let's take them out, and couple of springs as well for, see these little guys, the springs, 2 of them here in the bag as well for that little ceramic, I don't know actually how it's called, there in the middle, which is pushing up that ceramic. Jesus, write me in comments how it's called. I don't know how it's called actually. And you see here another one and a couple of more O-rings there. Oh, forgot the pin. Let's put the pin back in as well. Okay. So, and also you will get 2 Vandy Vape shoelace type cotton. I already tried one. Today we're gonna be building with different cotton. So you'll have 2 of them, yeah. These are the cotton shoelace type. These laces, but I don't really like this one myself personally. But for you who wants to try it out and don't know what's the thickness of the cotton needs to be, so use one of them. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing else in the box. Okay, let's put this all back aside. So what we're going to be needing today is basically we're going to need the dripper itself, the bending tool, Allen key won't be needing, okay, and obviously the strips of mesh. So let me now check the comments which one we're going to be putting. So Marius said hi, Victor. Hi Marius. And Jay says, let's go with a dual. Okay, let's go then with the dual one. Okay, so these are the four strips. So the dual looks like this. Actually, you can see here is a little dent in it. You can actually see it as well Okay, then this looks like it's, which one is this? This looks like this is the stainless steel one. Okay, I'll try to get the light right. So that's the stainless steel one. Let's put it back in the box. Then we have the nichrome. So the nichrome looks like this. Actually, I'll try to zoom in a little bit closer so I can show you the texture of it. Yeah, it looks like that. And then the regular Kanto mesh sheet as well. Okay, so these three we're gonna put back here in the box. Now to the ATE. So from top to bottom, as I said, it's a 510 drip tip. This is the so-called goon type. No O-rings on the drip tip itself. The O-ring is in there. Obviously now on the black RDA and black O-ring, it's really hard to see, but it runs around here. One thing what I noticed I would like maybe Vandy Vape could improve, this is this step here. It actually would be nice if they had like kind of cone shaped so that the condensation is flowing back in there instead of accumulating here on the inside. Yeah. Okay, let's stick the drip. Okay, let's try. Here I have another 510 drip tip, 810 drip tip from Wotofo Profile. And let's try to stick it down. Yeah, it fits perfectly as well. So then I don't think there's going to be a problem with your own drip tips if you wish to change this green one to a different color or so. Okay, let's stick this back on. Then here on the top we have a nice kind of knurling going around. Easy to grip on, and when you grip on this you can also adjust the airflow. So they have the honeycomb kind of type airflow here on both sides, so you can adjust your airflow by just twisting it. You can hold, let's say if you close it halfway on one side, it's going to be closing halfway also on the other side. So if you close it fully, it's going to be closed on both sides. So there is no difference, no other options available. This just works on both sides. So that's where you get to the top part of the RDA, which is here dome shaped, which is really good, and your airflow holes are on both sides. So the airflow is actually puts that it goes down under an angle, so it's really hard to see on the video now here. Wait a second, I'll switch off here my Facebook. Somebody's sending messages there. So it's kind of caught under the angle like this, under the angle, so you can, the air as it comes, it goes down, and make sure to hit the mesh strip which is in there. And that's pretty much it. Dome shaped, one O-ring running around here on the top, and two air holes. And it's actually quite massive and quite heavy. As you can see, it's a massive top part. Now, to get to the deck, I'll have to pull it off this way. So here we go, the deck part. The difference between the version 1 and version 2, what they did really make really deep juice wells here on the both sides. They're really deep. And also this part is much wider, because these strips they are producing, they are much wider as well. So if you're going with these dual mesh and try to put on let's say on the profile or profile RTA, these are too wide, they won't be fitting in them. Yeah, other way around, it's obviously it's gonna work because those meshes are a bit narrower. They will fit in here, but these new type really wide mesh strips, they won't be fitting in your version 1 or the profile series. Okay, or the coiling as well, from Vandy Vape. Now to the deck as well. So here we have this ceramic push-up thingy. I really don't know how it's called. Two screws on the sides, so you can open up and close. So let's try to close one. Actually, I'll have to zoom back in just to show you how it works. So just simple screw, and then when you screw, it closes down. So they also are spring-loaded clamps in there. So if you, yeah, see, they are spring-loaded, so they stay in the place. If you open it, so they stay open. Two O-rings on the bottom, and obviously the mesh version 2 on the very bottom. And that's pretty much it. Let's try to build it. So to build, we're gonna need some cotton. Actually, with these meshes, I would recommend this cotton is perfectly the strips which are which we have in these, that white stuff cotton is perfect thickness for the mesh builds. I don't have to thin it out or make it double or something. It's just perfect thickness for the mesh builds. That's why I would recommend for all the beginners, if you're looking for the, if you don't know what cotton to use or how much cotton to put in there, just grab a bag of that white stuff cotton, and it's perfectly fine. You don't have to do anything with the cotton apart from just cutting to the length. Okay. Now, first things first, I'll just actually stick it on the mod so it's easier to work with. Like that. Now we get the strip. As I showed you before, I have a little dent in there. You see here, that's why I will try to get the dent out with the bending tool. Here we go. So what you do with the bending tools, basically you just hold on to the base, to the bottom, and just bend it around like that. Once it's bent, you'll have this shape. The strip, and then it's simple. You just slide it in there in those slots, and yeah, looks like this. You just slide them in there, make sure they are nice and to the bottom, and then that they are in the right space. Then maybe hold it like this with the finger really lightly, don't push on it, and then tighten on both sides. One side and other side. Yep, now the clamps are nicely tightened. That's it. So once you put them in, what you can do, you can actually try to bring down the wattage. Like right now I have here 65 watts. That's gonna be way too much. Bring it down to about 20 watts, and then you can fire it up and try to dry burn it. 19.5 is fine as well. You see, because I touched it with my fingers, and my fingers are a bit oily, like all of our fingers. So basically what you do with that, you just burn away all the stuff which we might like that. So basically that's kind of cleaning / disinfection for the mesh strips on it. Okay, so once you have dry burned and burned the hell out of the oily residue you might have actually on that strip from the manufacturing and from your fingers, then you just go ahead and grab one of these strips. Just gonna zoom it out a bit more. Yeah, so that was that white stuff. They come in strips like these. So basically I already used one. I'll just use this this one which I have cut already used for one of my previous builds. The rest you can stick back in. So as you see, this thickness is actually perfect for the mesh builds. I have tried these cotton strips on no, not on this one. On this previous build I used that's a shoelace type which was supplied with it, but I'm using them on the profile RDA, on Kylin, on profile RTA, on all of them, and this is actually perfect thickness. You don't have to peel off part of it or something. It's perfectly fine. So what we're gonna do, because we don't have this shoelace kind of plastic thing here on the end, we just gonna wrap it like that, stick it through, and then the same as with all other mesh, we have to push it down and pull it through. So here we go, to about this length. Now you see I have everything from Vandy Vape today. Especially that's the Vandy Vape little toolkit, and we're gonna need scissors, and we're gonna need these little tweezers as well. So with scissors we're gonna just cut off this end on one side. Now what you do with all of the meshes is actually you kind of fluff it up on both sides, yeah, and then you cut the top part off like this. I would recommend when you cut from the middle down, don't cut this way up, because that happened to me as well sometimes. When you cut it up and then with these ends you are by accident also bending the mesh, yeah, and then that's it. You have to take it all apart, bend it again, because if you have a little bend in there, it's gonna create hot spots. So my advice is you cut from the top, because then you can see where the mesh ends and the cotton starts, yeah, like this. So basically cut off the top part on one side, then we cut as well on the other side, and then we have something like that. So this is rubbish. So once we have cut off the top part of it, we can use the little tweezers I have here just to comb it out, you know, just get so all the thickness, yeah, the length is going to be there, but the thickness of the cotton a little bit out like this, and the same also on the other side. Just hold on one end and then fluff the whole thing up here as well. So on the end I can also cut these ends a bit more, and because the juice wells are quite deep, we can leave quite some cotton out there like that, and that's basically it. Then take the tweezers and stick in the cotton on the side like that, feed them in, and the same also on the other side. Like that. That's how easy you make a build. With RDA drippers, it's really simple. With RTA or RDTA, you have to fiddle a bit more around just to find the perfect way between the cut and the fluffiness, and how long you have to leave so that you can tuck them in there. So that's, let's say on this guy, it took me a little bit more time to figure out the perfect thickness of these ends which you stick in there, so that it's really juices well and soaks up the juice nicely. Okay, now what's left is the juice, and today I will be using a sample which I got from one of well-known vapors here in Ireland. Paddy Power sent me samples. I actually wanted to do a full test kind of review of the strapped liquids with him. I'll just quickly show you the, wait a second, just quickly show you that's the brand we are talking about, but he didn't get in touch with me, so I will postpone the whole thing till we can do a live and test them together. So I just grabbed in the bag, just picked up one of the sample bottles he sent me. Let's try and vape on it. So first things first, we have to juice it up. Actually, while you have your wattage down, yeah, like I have 19.5, what you can do just to speed up the soaking of the liquid, you can actually press and warm it up, because when it's warm, it tends to absorb the liquid faster, so you don't have to wait. That's a little life hack from my side to you guys. So like that. Now we can bring up the wattage. Let's say, let's go 45, yeah, 45 watts. This is reading now 0.28. You won't be able to see that. Reading 0.28, so let's start at 45 watts. And I don't see any hot spots or something. Everything looks fine. So, and now, last but not least, what I forgot to show you is actually a nice thing in here. In this cap, you see those laces here. These guys. Here we go. On one side, on another side. Oops. It's hard for me to see the other way around. So here is one. These are little stoppers, yeah, and here on opposite side is another one. These are meant to drop in here in this cutout, yeah, in here. I'll show you this way around, so that it aligns with the airflow perfectly to hit the mesh strip in there. Yeah? So if you put it, let's say, other way around, you will have a little gap down there, but it's easy to correct. It's just basically keep screwing, and then it drops in, and then we have it perfectly. And as you see, here are the air holes, and if the air goes in this way, they're gonna hit the mesh strip perfectly, yeah, on both sides. Now let's stick back the cap, and I will have wide open. Okay, that's pretty much it from the close up. Let's switch back to the up top and let's have a go on the vape. So here we go on up top. Now let's try to vape it. So I still have it at 45 watts. Okay, it's hard to me to say about the flavor because this is a juice. I just picked it out of the bag. I don't even know what is. That's the soda's Professor Pep. So it's like Dr. Pepper kind of type of flavor. I've tried the RDA myself with the liquids, which I know how they taste, and the flavor is actually really, really, really good. What would you expect anyway from the mesh builds? What I like about this tank, you can just literally pour in the liquid, a hell of a lot of liquid in it, without being afraid. You can flood it because the air holes are on the top, so it's holds massive amount of juice for an RDA. Okay. And what I like about this cotton, the flavor is bang on straight away. So you don't have any break in time or something. So if you put in your mesh, you dry burn it first to get clear out all the residue which might be still on that mesh strip, and then feed through the cotton. With that white stuff cotton, I've noticed there's no break-in time, no funky taste in the first couple of pulls like with other flavor cottons. Yeah, so that's why I really recommend this one, especially for your mesh builds. Yeah, because it's easy. Okay, let's try to bring it up to 50 watts. Yeah. No. Yeah, here we go. 50 watts now. The flavor is still okay. No. 55. Come on, zoom in. Doesn't want to zoom in. Okay. The flavor is actually coming out really better now at 55. Still 0.28. I don't know why it's reading 0.28. What was actually the dual said it should be 0.15, but it's reading 0.28. No. Let's try to measure again the atomizer. Measure. Okay, yeah, now it dropped down. So now it reads 0.19. Okay, that's a bit closer. Need more juice. So 60 watt. Oh, the flavor is really nice. I'm not really a fan of minty flavors, but this particular juice, it has the colada in it. It's not minty, but it's colada. It's really, have to be careful with these big clouds. I might get brain freeze, like that's actually nice juice. Just that bit of colada is annoying me. But other than that, it's really nice Dr. Pepper type of flavor. Okay, let's bring it up to the max. 70 watts now. Oh, actually at 70, it's the flavor is even better. Really nice. Okay, let's push the limits. 75 now. Yeah. Hope you can see. Ah, come on, zoom in. No, doesn't matter. Zoom in. So 75. On the end of the pull, kind of starts to get a bit kind of like hot and dry. Okay, let's try 80, but I think 80 it's going to be about the max. Still, airflow is wide open. Yeah. Beginning was okay, the pull, but the end of the pull was great, really getting dry. Yeah, of course, yeah, it's actually kind of dry as well. So a lot of juice, thirsty. RDA. Let's pour in another one. How much I've been used now here? It's hard to see. Plenty of flavor, but then the vapor is really getting too warm for me. No, I'd say for me, back to 75. Yeah, between 70 and 75 watts would be for me the spot on this one. But Jesus, that's so tasty, so flavorful, you know. Okay, let's check the cloud. I know for sure. Oh Jesus! Oh, brain freeze. I thought they're gonna be getting brain freeze now. One thing is for sure, this won't be allowed in my bedroom, and most probably I'll be kicked out of the living room looking at the clouds I have right now here around. But in terms of MESH RDA, I think this is the best one right now out there. The version 1 had the problem that they had no juice well almost, you know, like the cotton was no cutouts were to put in the cotton. So here they improved on that and really deep juice wells. I really like that. And in terms of flavor, it's just incredible. Really good flavor. So for all your cloud and flavor junkies out there, this is the dripper for you guys. If you love your squonkers, you have also a squonking pin with it. You can try squonking with it. I am not a fan of squonkers myself, so I'd say I'll stay in the drippers. Okay. So actually, just to show the other bits of colors we have, I picked 5 of the most common colors and created a little video. So now I'm premiering this little video. You'll see it later on Facebook and our Instagram as well. This is a little promo I just created for these tanks. So check it out. Give me your thoughts, okay? So you see, I've got new hobby, creating little promo videos. So if you know anybody who is looking for a promo video for their products, get in touch with me, point them in my direction. We can create something. Okay, that's it pretty much from my side today. I see no more comments except from Marius what cotton it is. Marius, that's the that white stuff. Cotton says made in USA. Is it really? I don't know, but really good cotton. I really like it, especially for the all of the mesh builds. Okay, so then thank you for tuning in. As always, if you find value in this video, share it, like it, tag your friends, basically do the usual stuff. I'm saying thanks and see you some other day. Stay safe, vape on, and enjoy the tasty clouds.